Hari Om, Hari Om. Namaste to all. Namaste to all. Prostrating at the lotus feet of Brahmanishta, Shrotriya Sadguru, Swami Virajeshwara, Saraswati, and the entire Guru Parampara on behalf of all of us, today's discourse on the Viveka Chudamani will continue. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Om Shri Mahasaraswatyai Namaha, Sadashiva Samarambham, Sri Shankaracharya Madhyamam, Asmadacharya Paryantam, Vande Guru Paramparam, Shruti Smruti Purananam, Alayam Karunalayam, Namami Bhagavatpadam, Shankaram Loka Shankaram, Shankaram Shankaracharyam, Kejavam Badarayanam, Sutra Bhashyakrito Vande Bhagavanto Punah Punah, Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharam, Tamagocharam, Govindam Paramanandam, Sadgurum Pranatosmiham, Om Namo Bhagavate Virajeshwaraya, Hari Om. Last time in this Viveka Chudamani, we had stopped at the verse number, shloka number 495, according to this book I am following, 495. In fact, this book is from Ramakrishna Ashram published, written by Swami Adidevananda. Swami Adidevananda's book, 495. That was where we had stopped. And we'll continue today. As was told last time, all these shlokas are so important, they are the gems, because nowhere we can find such a enthralling, mesmerizing explanation about the reality itself and the first-hand experience about the reality, about Atma Sakshatkara, as it is called, about realizing our own self, our own Atma, our own Pratigatma, and at that highest pedestal of the Jnana Bhumika, from that highest top level point of the Jnana Bhumika, the disciple, the Shishya, is explaining, as was told last time and the previous time. The Shishya, after experiencing the flash, experiencing that flash of realization, emancipation, illumination, whatever words and words and words, he is trying to convey, as was told last time. See, there are no other words for me to explain. He is trying to convey, the disciple who himself has become an Atmajnani himself, trying to explain, trying to convey what exactly is happening in the mind, how the mind is receiving, how the mind-body complex is viewing this world, and what is the deepest experience, the most secret and the most sacred experience, which maybe 1 in a million is endowed to have it by the grace of Lord, by the grace of Ishvara, or we can put it, by the grace of the Sadguru. So how to explain? He is trying to explain his own experiences about Atma Sakshat, about his own personal, direct, it's called aparoksha anubhuti in Sanskrit. Direct experience. It is not a hearsay. It is not a knowledge from the book derived. It is not by rote, something heard from somebody and just repeating those words like a cacophonic sounds. No. It is coming out from the deeper recesses of the heart. In the form of the Vaikhari, the Paravak itself is speaking about itself. The self, the Atma itself is speaking about itself. So what a wonder. So these shlokas of Atmanubhava, Atma Sakshatkara, so sacred, so important, and sometimes I know that it becomes so difficult to either to explain these shlokas and the bhashya given by Sri Chandrasekhara Bharati Mahaswamigal on this, to convey what is there in these shlokas. It is very difficult, very, very difficult. I know. Sometimes I also wonder whether this person sitting here in front of you is doing really justice. Because what cannot be explained is being explained here. It's all by the grace of Acharya Srimad Shankara Bhagavatpada for our benefit. So we have to start from this shloka number 496. Before that, small digression, small. Lot of questions are there in the minds of our Guru Bandhus, spiritual aspirants. Lot of questions are coming to me once in a way. So wherever possible, whatever is little is known by me, by the grace of my Guru, I always convey and share my feelings without knowing how far I am able to convey and express myself. See, recently, a very, very pertinent question, a beautiful question. After going through more than 490 shlokas of Viveka Chudamani, those who are listening, those who are interested in spirituality, those who are interested in spiritual practice, those who are interested in sadhana, maybe, I don't know whether they have their own Sadguru guiding them. I don't know whether they have their own preceptor guiding them. I don't know that. But the question, several questions are there. One important question is, the question has come from the spiritual aspirant himself. Question is, how a mumukshu can understand all these things. It is so difficult to digest what is being told in Viveka Chudamani. ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಬಂದಿದೆ, ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳು ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಲ್ಲ, ಆಚಾರ್ಯ ಶಂಕರ ಭಗವತ್ಪಾದರು ಈ ವಿವೇಕ ಚೂಡಾಮಣಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಶ್ಲೋಕಗಳ ಮೂಲಕ ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿಷಯವನ್ನು ತಿಳಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರಲ್ಲ, ಆತ್ಮ ಸಾಕ್ಷಾತ್ಕಾರದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ, ಅನುಭವದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲವನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸಾಕ್ಷಾತ್ಕಾರ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರಲ್ಲ, ಭಗವತ್ ಸಾಕ್ಷಾತ್ಕಾರ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದು ನಮಗೆ ಕಬ್ಬಿಣದ ಕಡಲೆ, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗೋದು ಕಷ್ಟ. ಇದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಹೇಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಹೇಳಿ. ಇದೆಲ್ಲವೂ ನಮಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗೋದೇ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇದು ನಾವು ಹೇಗೆ ಅರ್ಥೈಸ್ಬೇಕು? ಈಗ ನಾವು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಹೇಗೆ ಅರ್ಥೈಸ್ಬೇಕು? ಇದು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ. So the question is, how to understand all this thing? It is so difficult. What is to be done for that, to understand this? Now I feel this is even a question which has come innocently, directly, coming from the heart, See, such questions come because you are interested. I am interested to reach God. So how to understand all this? What is to be done? This is a question. I don't know what answer really I should give for such a question. All that I can say is whatever impromptu it comes to the mind here by the grace of Sadguru. Okay, I try myself to give an answer. Pardon me if I fail to satisfy. Pardon me if I don't give a apt answer. Please pardon me. In the beginning only I am requesting. See, in the beginning, at the starting of Viveka Chudamani, Acharya, also in the Vedanta, it is always mentioned. One point, that Adhikara Bedha. What is Adhikara Bedha? See, the level of understanding, the level of assimilating, the level of listening, and then followed by reasoning, followed by reflection, that is Shravana and Manana. All these things constitute the innate quality of the personality in this birth. So your level of understanding, your level of trying to listen and reflect upon continuously what is being told, all that depends on the personality, how it has been shaped up in this birth. There are so many reasons. Whatever good karmas we have done in the previous birth, whatever punyas we have accumulated from the previous births, whatever sadhana we have done from previous births, so many births we don't know. Whatever our inclination to reach God is there right from previous so many births, all those constitute in this birth that level of understanding. That is called adhikara. That is qualification. Whether I'm qualified to know about God in this birth or not. So that qualification, adhikara as it is called. So there is a sort of a difference. It's called adhikara bedha. So 3 levels of adhikaris are there. It was told earlier in the Viveka Chudamani itself. 3 levels of mumukshus are there. 3 levels of aspirants are there. Manda adhikari, madhyama adhikari, uttama adhikari. Uttama adhikari is the most highly qualified disciple because he has done lot of sadhana, lot of spiritual practices in his previous births. All that has culminated in this birth so that he is ready to be ignited by the spiritual fire. The moment the preceptor or the Sadguru starts giving Upadesha, Uttam Adhikari becomes immediately ignited. He will immediately understand without any difficulty the subtle Upadesha, Apta Upadesha, personal Upadesha given by the Guru directly without any botheration. That is how the Guru's grace works. And such a person is called Uttama Adhikari. Now the other 2 categories, Madhyama Adhikari, less qualified, and Manda Adhikari, still less qualified. For these, it becomes difficult, yes, to understand, to grasp. Adhikara Vedadinda, ಈ ಮಂದ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿ ಮತ್ತು ಮಧ್ಯಮ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿ ಈ 2 ವರ್ಗದ ಅಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮ ಸಾಧಕರಿಗೆ ಒಂದೇ ಕ್ಷಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗೋದು ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅವರ ಪೂರ್ವ ಜನ್ಮದ ಪುಣ್ಯಬಲ ಅದರ ಪ್ರಭಾವದಿಂದ ಈ ಜನ್ಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಆಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಅನುಭವಗಳು ಆ ಮಂದ ಮತ್ತು ಮಧ್ಯಮ ಲೆವೆಲ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾಗ, ಆ ಸ್ತರದಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾಗ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗೋದು ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಎಸ್, ನಿಜ. So, less qualified and the mid-level qualified, it is difficult for them to understand. So, how to understand? Difficult. In fact, the lowest Manda Adhikari may not even understand. But they are graced by the Guru. They are graced by the God. That is why they have turned towards spirituality. See, anybody who has turned towards spirituality means what? Suddenly the feeling is there that I should reach God. I should see God. I should be one with God. So I should end up with moksha. I should obtain that moksha, salvation. All these points are there. So at different levels, the mind plays there. I want to merge with God. I want to see God. I want to have his sakshatkara. I want to have his darshan. I want to praise him. I want to worship him. I want his anugraha. I want the God's, Ishvara's blessings, his upadesha, krupa, anugraha on me. Even such feelings are very important. So the Manda and Madhyamadikari always have this feeling, but when they enter into the spiritual mode, understanding Vedanta becomes difficult. Yes, sometimes. Understanding what Guru is talking becomes still difficult. Following these granthas, shastras, and in fact, listening to Sadguru or the pravachans becomes difficult. With all the interest, you sit, but it becomes difficult. What is to be done? I would only say nothing to worry on those things. Don't lose the heart. Because you are the chosen. You are the chosen one. You are already graced by the God. You are already, the anugraha of the God is there without your knowledge on you. Only thing you don't know. So nothing to worry, not to lose the heart. If you don't understand intricacies of Vedanta, forget about it. Have faith, total belief, total devotion towards God. If you have a Guru, totally surrender yourself to the Guru. Just do whatever he says. Simply do whatever he says. If you don't have a preceptor, a Guru, whom you call as is my Guru, still doesn't matter. You have belief in God. The God is within you only residing, listening to you, looking at you. Have full faith in the God himself. He will show the way. What is to be done? Nothing to be done. If you don't understand, don't bother. Nothing to be done. So let the worry may not be there. Let the worry should not hamper your progress. I would only suggest, have full faith in God. Do Nama Japa. Repeatedly do the Japa. Take the name of the Lord and do the Japa all the time. That will lead to Chitta Shuddhi. Without your knowledge, it is all well said by all Mahatmas. All Mahatmas, without exception. My Gurudev used to always tell me to tell people that if nothing else they can do, they can't do and sit meditation. They can't understand higher things. No problem. Let them do Nama Japa only. Enough. He used to say, the sacred name of the Lord, he used to say, my Gurudev used to say, one example I am giving. My Gurudev used to tell me to tell others that if you recite Sri Rama, Jaya Jaya, full form, Taraka Mantra, regularly, continuously, sitting at one place, that will take you to the shore. Even if you can't recite full, at least if you simply recite Rama, 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 that is enough. My Gurudev used to tell the people, if they simply say Rama, that is even enough. All that is, they should pour it out through the heart. Nama Japa in this Kali Yuga is so potent, my Gurudev used to say. If you don't understand Vedanta, if you don't understand these intricacies of the Granthas, the Shastras, Vachanas, the Shlokas, and if you don't understand Upanishad, if you don't even understand Bhagavad Gita, if you don't understand Bhagavatta, doesn't matter. My Gurudev used to tell people, let them take the sacred name of the Lord. He used to tell me repeatedly to tell people that what is there in Narada Purana. The famous Devarshi sage Narada Maharshi writes, our Gurudev was very fond of all these things, short phrases. Narada Maharshi writes at one place, telling about the importance of Kali Yuga, this age of Kali, this age of spiritual darkness where we are living. This is the age of Kali. And for this Kali Yuga, what is to be done? The sage Narada Maharshi at one place declares, my Gurudev, Harer namaiva 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 kevalam kalo nasteva 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 gatir anyatha. Harer namaiva 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 kevalam kalo nasteva nasteva nastyeva gatir anyatha. In this age of Kali, in this Kali Yuga, only taking the name of Hari, only taking Harinama itself will help you in all the ways to carry on and reach God, reach the shore. There is no other way. Kalau nasteva 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 gati anyatha. There is no other way other than Harinama Sankirtan, taking the name of. So if I don't understand anything, all these intricate, which looks complicated, these Vedantic words, these books, if I don't understand Viveka Chudamani, if I don't understand Swatma Bodha of Acharya Shankara, if I don't understand Panchadashi of Vidyananada Muni, if I don't understand Jivan Mukti Viveka written by Vidyananada Muni, doesn't matter. Our Gurudev used to tell me, take the name of the Lord. Harinama Sankirtana. Nama Sankirtana. Nama Japa itself is enough. And the mind becomes really purer and purer by the grace of God. See, when we start Nama Japa, the divinity inside, Pratyekatma inside will open up and will receive and then start showering the grace without our knowledge. These are all my Gurudev has told me. He has made me a witness to all these things, how the grace follows inside. You will experience firsthand yourself. And for that, our Gurudev was very fond of one sentence. Repeatedly, I remember that sentence. I tell so many people know about. The safest, our Gurudev's quotation, I repeat, the safest, fastest, easiest, surest way to reach God is by Nama Japa. I repeat, please follow these simple words, what my Gurudev told me and told others also. The safest, surest, easiest, fastest way to reach God is by Nama Japa. And my Gurudev was also fond of that famous Bhagavad Gita phrase. All the time he used to repeat short phrases. Yajnanam Japa Yajnosmi. Lord Krishna Paramatma in the Vibhuti Yoga in Bhagavad Gita declares Yajnanam Japa Yajnosmi. Among all types of any form of Homa, Havana, Yajna, the intricate, elaborate rituals, when compared to all such yajnas, homas, havanas, japa yajna is so important because yajnanam japa yajnosmi. I am that japa yajna myself, Lord says to Arjuna. So our Gurudev was fond of it. So ultimately it means what? What is to be done? We can't understand all these things. In simple, what is to be done? For that question, all these are the words coming out from the mouth. What is to be done? Don't worry at all. That's all I can say. That's all we can. Where is there to worry? Nama Japa is there in our hand. Our Ishtadevata, whichever name. If I don't have mantropadesha from my Guru, okay, doesn't matter. If I don't have my own Guru, doesn't matter. God is omnipotent, omniscient. Everywhere he is there. Inside us also he is there. Whatever Ishtadevata I take the form in my mind, that same name I repeat. That itself becomes a mantra japa for me. If I don't have a mantra given by a Guru, what is to be done? Fine. I'm giving an example. I can start chanting Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Or simply Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Panchakshari Mantra. Or Sri Rama Jai Rama Jai. Or if I am fond of Hari, Vishnu, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva. Om Namo Narayana. Om Namo Narayana. So any Ishtadevata whom I have a rapport, I can take that name and start repeating. Only one mantra we have to catch and repeat every time. That becomes the Japa mantra. So these are all small things. I don't know. So much time I have taken. Please pardon me whether whatever I said, whether it has led to some clarity or further confusion, I don't know. So I'll stop here at that point today and we'll continue. So the disciple is ecstatically explaining his Atmanubhava here. Now he continues, shloka number 496. The disciple is telling his Sadguru, now that he is a realized master himself, he is a jnani himself, he has become a Brahmajnani himself, he has become Atma Swarupa himself. No more he is the body-mind complex. He is very clear about that. His vision has changed, perception has changed about the world, it has changed. He says, Stuladi bhava mai kalpita brahma aropita anuspurnena lokai kale yatha kalpaka vatsarayana rutvadayo nishkala nirvikalpe. Stuladi bhava mai kalpita brahma aropita anuspurnena lokai kale yatha kalpaka vatsarayana rutvadayo nishkala nirvikalpe. ಆತ್ಮಜ್ಞಾನ ಸಂಪನ್ನನಾದ ಶಿಷ್ಯ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ತನ್ನ ಗುರುವಿಗೆ, ಈ ಕಾಲ ಎಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಈ ಶಬ್ದ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಕಾಲ, ಈ ಕಾಲ ನಿರ್ವಿಕಲ್ಪವಾದದ್ದು, ನಿಷ್ಕಲವಾದದ್ದು, ನಿರ್ವಿಶೇಷವಾದಂಥದ್ದು. ಅಂತಹ ಅವಯವವಾದಂತಹ ನಿರ್ವಿಶೇಷವಾದ ನಿಷ್ಕಲವಾದಂತಹ ಈ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯ ಜನಗಳು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಕಾಲವನ್ನ ವಿಭಜನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ಸಂವತ್ಸರ, ಇದು ದಕ್ಷಿಣಾಯಣ ಅಥವಾ ಉತ್ತರಾಯಣ, ಆಯನ, ಇದು ಋತು, ಇದು ಮಾಸ, ಇದು ಪಕ್ಷ, ತಿಥಿ, ಹೀಗೆ ಇರುವ ಒಂದು ಕಾಲವನ್ನ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ವಿಭಾಗ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೋ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಸದ್ಗುರುವೇ ಈ ನನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಥೂಲ, ಸೂಕ್ಷ್ಮ, ಕಾರಣ ಶರೀರ ಅಂತ ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿಭಾಗಗಳನ್ನ ಜನರು ಭ್ರಾಂತಿಯಿಂದ ಕಲ್ಪಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರಲ್ಲ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದೇಹದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಶಿಷ್ಯ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಭ್ರಾಂತಿಯಿಂದ, ಮೌಢ್ಯದಿಂದ ಕಾಲ ಯಾವುದನ್ನ ನಾವು ತುಂಡು ತುಂಡು ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯವಿಲ್ಲವೋ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಹೆಸರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಕರೀತೀವಲ್ಲ ಕಾಲವನ್ನ, ಅದ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ವಿಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ವಿಭಾಗ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಜ್ಞಾನದಿಂದ. ಹಾಗೇನೆ ಈ ದೇಹವನ್ನು ನೋಡಿ, ಇದು ಸ್ಥೂಲ ದೇಹ, ಇದು ಒಳಗಡೆ ಸೂಕ್ಷ್ಮ ದೇಹ, ಕಾರಣ ದೇಹ, ಈ ರೀತಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಕಲ್ಪನೆ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ನಾನು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ದೇಹ ಅನ್ನೋ ಭಾವದಲ್ಲಿ ಮೌಢ್ಯದಿಂದ ಜನ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಶಿಷ್ಯ. ಸ್ಥೂಲಾದಿ ಭಾವ ಮೈ ಕಲ್ಪಿತ ಭ್ರಮಾತ್ ಆರೋಪಿತ ಅನುಸ್ಫುರ್ಣೇನ ಲೋಕೈ ಕಾಲೇ ಯಥಾ ಕಲ್ಪಕ ವತ್ಸರಾಯನ ಋತ್ವಾದಯೋ ನಿಷ್ಕಲ ನಿರ್ವಿಕಲ್ಪೆ. See, the idea of this body is cross body, and there is inside, there is subtle body, sukshma sharira. Outer visible is the gross body, sthula sharira. inside, subtle body. And also there is primordial causal body, Karana Sharira. Karana Sharira is nothing but primordial ignorance. Forgetting the true nature is ajnana. So Karana Sharira is the basic ajnana. So people, they constitute or they think that the idea of gross body, subtle body, causal body, they're all imagined in me by the people who are under delusion. People imagine by delusion. Just like the time, the eternal time which is indivisible, just like the eternal time factors which cannot be divided. In reality, the time cannot be divided, but people by delusion, for their own sake, for the Vyavaharik, for their worldly, in the worldly sense, in the worldly affairs, they divide the time into, years, half year, month, day, hour, minute, etc., etc., etc. So just like that, they, by delusion, they think that the body, I am the body, that is the point. But I am not the really body at all. But people think, looking at me, that I am the body itself, body, mind. But it is not the truth. Aropitam nashaya doshakam bhavet kadapi modhair matidosha doshitaihi na ardrikarot yushara bhumi bhagam marichikavari mahapravaha. Aropitam nashaya doshakam bhavet kadapi modhair matidosha doshitaihi na ardrikaroti yushara bhumi bhagam ಮರೀಚಿಕಾವಾರಿ ಮಹಾಪ್ರವಾಹ. ಈ ಮುಂದಿನ ಶ್ಲೋಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಉದಾಹರಣೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಆಚಾರ್ಯ. ಏನಂದ್ರೆ, ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಪ್ರಖರವಾದ ಬಿಸಿಲು ಇದ್ದಾಗ, ಬಿಸಿಲು ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಮರುಭೂಮಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ದೂರದಲ್ಲಿ ಮರೀಚಿಕೆ ಕಾಣುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲೋ ನೀರಿದೆ ಅಂತ ನಮಗೆ ತೋರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಕಾಂತಿಯಿಂದ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ದೂರದಲ್ಲಿ ನೀರಿದೆ, ಅದು ಮರೀಚಿಕೆ. ಮರುಭೂಮಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕಣ್ಣಿಗೆ ದೂರದಲ್ಲಿ ನೀರು ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಸ್ತವವಾಗಿ ನೀರಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಆ ಮರೀಚಿಕೆ ನೀರಿದೆ ಅಂತ ತೋರ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ನಮಗ್ ತೋರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ನಮಗ್ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ನೀರಿದೆ ಅಂತ. ಬಟ್ ಆ ನೀರಿನಿಂದ ಆ ಮರಳಿನ ಮರುಭೂಮಿ ಏನು ಒದ್ದೆ ಆಗತ್ತಾ? ಅದು ನಮ್ಮ ಭ್ರಾಂತಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀರಿದೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀರು ವಾಸ್ತವವಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ವಲ್ಲ, ನೆಲ ಏನು ಒದ್ದೆ ಆಗಿಲ್ವಲ್ಲ, ಮರಳು ಕಣಗಳು ಒದ್ದೆ ಆಗಿಲ್ವಲ್ಲ. ಆ ಉದಾಹರಣೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ಯಾತಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವರು ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಆರೋಪಿತಂ ನ ಅಶ್ರಯ ದೂಷಕಂ ಭವೇ ತದಾಪಿ ಮೂಢೈರ್ ಮತಿದೋಷ ದೂಷಿತ. ಇದು ಮೂಢ ಜನಗಳು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡಿರೋದು. ಬುದ್ಧಿಯ ದೋಷದಿಂದ ಜನಗಳು ತಿಳಿದ ಹಾಗೆ ಆರೋಪಿತವಾಗಿರುವ ವಸ್ತು ತನ್ನ ಅಧಿಷ್ಠಾನಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವ ದೋಷವನ್ನೂ ಉಂಟು ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಆರೋಪಿತವಾಗಿರತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಒಂದು ವಸ್ತು ತನ್ನ ಆಶ್ರಯಕ್ಕೆ, ತನ್ನ ಅಧಿಷ್ಠಾನಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿ ದೋಷವನ್ನು ಉಂಟು ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದು ಮೂಢಮತಿಗಳ ಕಲ್ಪನೆ ಅಂತ ಆಚಾರ್ಯರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಉದಾಹರಣೆ ಬಿಸಿಲು, ಈ ಮರೀಚಿಗೆ ಉದಾಹರಣೆ. ಆರೋಪಿತಂ ನಾಶ್ರಯ ದೋಷಕಂ ಭವೇತ್ ತದಾಪಿ ಮೂಢೈರ್ಮತಿ ದೋಷ ದೋಷಿತೈಃ ನ ಆರ್ದ್ರೀಕರೋತಿ ಉಷ್ಣರ ಭೂಮಿ ಭಾಗಂ ಮರೀಚಿಕಾ ವಾರಿ ಮಹಾಪ್ರವಾಹಃ. Disciple says to his guru, that which is superimposed due to ajnana by others, by wrong thinking, by delusion, cannot affect the substratum. That which is superimposed cannot really affect the substratum. That superimposed thing is only by delusion. People thought otherwise, by Bhranti. Just like that, for example, in the hot summer, in the huge expanse of desert, if a mirage in the horizon appears where there is a flow of water, when the mirage water appears in the desert, in the hot sun, in the summer season, that doesn't mean that really that water is there. So that whatever appears as a mirage, that flood of water in the mirage will never wet the sand grains, because it's only illusion, delusion rather. People wrongly identify that there is a water, but there is no water at all. So when there is no water, it's only a mirage. How can you think that sand is wet? The sand is no way affected by the mirage, what we observe. So that is the example, Acharya. To make it clear, we can take another Vedantic example, which is Acharya himself is very fond of. Sarparajjunyaya. That example is very easy to understand. See, in a distance, in a dim light, somewhere on the road, we suddenly see a snake, sarpa, serpent, snake, fallen on the road, and we get excited. We are frightened. Later, when you go nearer and then examine, gingerly when you take steps and then switch on the light, torch light, whatever it is, you throw the light, then only when you go near, in the presence of light, you will come to conclusion that no, it is not a snake at all. Wrongly, I identified from distance that it is a snake. No. It is only a cut rope fallen on the ground, a thick rope which appeared like a snake to me from distance. So you conclude, it is not a snake, it is a rope. Sorry, it is not a rope. It is not a snake. I'm sorry again. It is not a snake, it is a rope only. That's how you confirm. You confirm. When? By those examples. But the point here is, logical point. Even when you earlier thought by delusion, by Bhranti, by mistake, that there was a snake on the road, it was a rope only, isn't it? So your deluded mind thought it was snake. So that never affects the reality of the rope. The rope is always a rope. Even before you thought it was a snake, it was rope only. When you thought it was a snake, then also it was rope only. And later also rope only. Was there a change? So the substratum, adhara, here is rajju. Rope is a substrate. It never changed. It remained. Only by mistake you thought it is rope. So what the disciple is hinting here is, all these times, by mistake, I thought that I am the body. My inborn mistake from so many births, previous births. The effect of this delusion, great delusion, due to the Maya, was there from hundreds and hundreds of previous births carried to this birth. So by the effect of the Maya, mind got deluded. Now in the sadhana, by your grace, by the grace of Guru, by the grace of Lord, now I understood the reality. The reality flashed. What is the reality? That I am not the body. See, the vision completely changed. How to explain this? I don't know. How to explain? The vision completely changed. It was total turn about. All the time I was thinking I am the body. I'm having a name. I have my own people, me and my complex, all the time, all the time. So I was totally immersed in this reality. The world was real to me. My body was real to me. Because I can sense my people are real to me. My friends are real to me. My enemies are real to me. I can sense, I can feel everything, I can touch. So all my five senses felt the whole world is real. I am real. I means this body is real. My people are real. So all this by great delusion. Now suddenly there is a paradigm shift. In a flash, it all vanished. The world vanished. Associations vanished. I became dissociated. Suddenly when I know that suddenly I came to know I am not the body at all. Just like you look upon my body, I am looking at my own body as a third person, as a neutral person. I am not a man, I am not a woman, I am not this body, I am not this mind, I am not these senses. That means this world is there as it is. This body is there as it is. People are there as they are. Friends and foes are there as they are. Relatives are there as they are. But the vision has changed. The vision has totally turned up. So there is no more remorse, no more grief, no more sorrow, no more suffering. The mind has become purest of the pure. I am associated with all these things. I remain in a perfect equilibrium state of purity. I am that pure consciousness. I am that prajna. I am that Brahma. I am that Atman. So now that is known to me. Now I have realized what I have realized, that I am that invisible, unexplainable, limitless, boundless Atma Swarupa, which is nothing but full of bliss. There is no grief, no sorrow, nothing. There is nothing which can distract. I am at that level. So I watch this body. I never consider this body as my own anymore. So me and mine complex gone. So when it is gone, now I have become totally liberated. See, this is called liberation. So what happens to the body, I am no way concerned. I am not anymore bound with the karma siddhanta. I am not bound by the karma. Good and evil, they will never affect me and touch me. And the body is there, it will go away, it will die. I remain in the pristine, pure state of consciousness. So there is no birth and no death. Whatever happens to the body, it will happen. No way I am concerned with that. These are the feelings. So, aropitam na ashaya doshakam bhavet tadapi moodhair mati dosha doshitai. So, whatever you have superimposed on me, thinking that I am the body, I am the body, I am the body. No. Even if you think that you are the body and attribute all the characters, the mind-body complex, the Atma inside, Prajnana Ghana, remains pristine, pure. Because never it was a body. Never it was mind, never it was buddhi. Atma was neither Sthula Sharira, nor Sukshma Sharira, nor even Karana Sharira. So that is it. Just like in the example, the rope remains as the rope, that is a reality. You only thought that it was a snake by your delusion, by your bhranti, manobhranti. In the mental state of delirium, you thought that it is snake. Just like we think the world is real. The snake was real. Only when you wake up from this reality of the world, then only you will enter into that state of the pristine, purest of the pure state of prajnana. That is why the famous Upanishad Vachana is there, Prajnanam Brahma. So that awareness, that pure consciousness, that pure Chiti itself is Parabrahma. That itself is God. Next, the disciple continues. Akashavalle paviduragoham adityavadbhasya vilakshanoham aharyavannitya vinishchaloham ambodhivatvar vivarjitoham akashavalle paviduraga aham adityavadbhasya vilakshana aham aharyavannitya vinishchalah aham ambodhivatpara vivarjita aham. ನಾನು ಆಕಾಶದಂತೆ ನಿರ್ಲಿಪ್ತನಾಗಿದ್ದೆ, ಈ ವ್ಯೋಮದಂತೆ ಸರ್ವವ್ಯಾಪಿಯಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಆವರಿಸಿಕೊಂಡು ನಿರ್ಲಿಪ್ತನಾಗಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಆಕಾಶದಂತೆ. ನಾನು ಸೂರ್ಯನಂತೆ ಬೆಳಗಲ್ಪಡುವ ವಸ್ತುಗಳಿಂದನೂ ಭಿನ್ನನಾಗಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ನನ್ನ ಬೆಳಕಿನಿಂದ ಇತರೆ ವಸ್ತುಗಳು, ಪದಾರ್ಥಗಳು ಬೆಳಗುತ್ತವೆ, ಆದರೆ ಅವುಗಳಿಗಿಂತ ನಾನೇ ಭಿನ್ನನಾಗಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಸೂರ್ಯನಂತೆ ನಾನು ಭಿನ್ನನಾಗಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ನಾನು ಪರ್ವತದಂತೆ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಅಚಲನಾಗಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಆಹಾರ್ಯ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪರ್ವತ, ಆಹಾರ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಆಹಾರ್ಯ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪರ್ವತ. ಪರ್ವತದಂತೆ ನಿಶ್ಚಲನಾಗಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ಅಲಗಾಡದಂತೆ ಅಚಲನಾಗಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ನಾನು ಸಮುದ್ರದಂತೆ ಎಲ್ಲೆಯೇ ಇಲ್ಲದಂತಹ, ಪಾರವೇ ಇಲ್ಲದಂತಹ ಅಗಾಧವಾದ ನೀರಿನ ರಾಶಿಯಾಗಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಸಮುದ್ರದಂತೆ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಉಪಮಾನಗಳನ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಶಿಷ್ಯ. ಆತ್ಮಾನುಭವ ಹೇಗೆ ವರ್ಣಿಸ್ಬೇಕು? ಉದಾಹರಣೆಗಳನ್ನ, ಉಪಮಾನಗಳನ್ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಹೇಳಬೇಕು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ವಿಶಾಲವಾಗಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ಬೃಹತ್ತಾಗಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಅಂತ ಸೂಚನೆ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. So the disciple says, Akashavat lepa viduragah aham, aham, I am. Like the sky, I am totally, infinitely vast and not at all colored, not at all associated with anything. By mistake, people think that in the daytime, the sky looks blue, in the night time, sky looks dark. So, in reality, no color is attributed to the sky. The sky is, the vyoma is antariksha, not at all associated with anything. It is asanga, nirlipta. So, viduragaha, akashavat viduragaha, nirlipta. Aham, adityavat bhasya vilakshanoham. I am like that sun shining. That sun shining, and it illuminates the entire jagat, all the objects of this jagat. Because of the sunlight, the whole jagat is illuminated. All the objects are illuminated. So the illumination, they reflect the illumination because of me, but I am different from them. I am the illuminator and they are the ones illuminated. They shine brightly because of my presence. I am that sun. And like the mountain, the huge mountain, aharya means mountain. Like a huge mountain, I am at one place. I am stand still, motionless. That means motionless, functionless. So like a mountain, I am all the time at one place without any motion, without any fluctuation. Aharyavat, aharyavat, anitya vinish, aharyavat, nitya vinishchaloham, ambodhivat para vivarjitoham. Like a ocean, like a sea, I am endless, vast expansion of water. The shoreline is invisible. Wherever you look, only water sheet is visible. I am like. So all these similes, examples, disciple is giving is to explain how the omniscient, omnipotent nature of Atman is experienced. He is everywhere. He is vast. Cannot be explained, that vastness. He is infinite. He is boundless. There is no limit. He is limitless, colorless. He is partless. He is not connected. He is dissociated all the time. He is alone. Kevala, kevaloham, alone, alone. That is a reality. That is the one reality. I am alone. I am the reality. All others, everywhere I find myself, the pure consciousness, the pure Chaitanya I am. I means here, that pure Chaitanya, that pure consciousness, that supreme consciousness, that Parama Chaitanya. You call it as God, you call it as Ishvara, you call it as Atma, all these things. That. Next he continues. न मे देहेन सम्बन्धो मेघेनेव विहायसः अतः कुतो मे तद्धर्म जाग्रत् स्वप्न सुषुप्तयः. Short verse, 2 lines. न मे देहेन सम्बन्धो मेघेनेव विहायसः अतः कुतो मे तद्धर्म जाग्रत् स्वप्न सुषुप्तयः. ಈ ಶ್ಲೋಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಉದಾಹರಣೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ? ಆಕಾಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ವ್ಯಾಪಕವಾಗಿ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಆಕಾಶ, ನಭೋಮಂಡಲ, ಅಂತರಿಕ್ಷ ಕಣ್ಣೆತ್ತಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಕಾಣುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಆಕಾಶದಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಮೋಡಗಳು ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ. ಓಡಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋ ಮೋಡಗಳು ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ. ಬಿಳಿಯ ಮೋಡಗಳು, ಕರಿಯ ಮೋಡಗಳು. ನೀರು ತುಂಬಿದಾಗ ಮೇಘ ವರ್ಷ ಆಗುವ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಮೋಡಗಳು ಕಪ್ಪಾಗಿ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ. ಮೋಡಗಳು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಆಕಾಶದಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಿಕೊಂಡಿದೆ. ಆದರೆ ಆಕಾಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಮೋಡವಿದ್ರೂ ಸಹ ಆಕಾಶಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವತಃ ಆ ಮೋಡಗಳ ಸಂಬಂಧವೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಆಕಾಶ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವಕಾಶ. ಆಕಾಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಸ್ಥಿತವಾಗಿದೆ, ಮೋಡಗಳೂ ಸ್ಥಿತವಾಗಿದೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಆಕಾಶಕ್ಕೆ ಮೋಡಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಸಂಬಂಧ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಏನು ಇಲ್ವಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗೆ ನನಗೆ ನಾನು ದೇಹದ ಒಳಗೆ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ ಅಂತ ಭಾವನೆ ನೀವು ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೂ ಸಹ, ನಾನು ಈ ದೇಹಕ್ಕೆ ಸೀಮಿತನಾಗಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೂ ಸಹ, ನನಗೆ ಈ ದೇಹದ ಸಂಬಂಧವಿಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಶರೀರದ ಸಂಬಂಧವಿಲ್ಲ. ನನಗೂ ಈ ಶರೀರಕ್ಕೂ ಯಾವ ಸಂಬಂಧವೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಈ ದೇಹ, ಈ ಶರೀರವೇ ಆಗಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಅಂದ್ರೂ ಸಹ, ನಿಜವಾದ ಅರ್ಥದಲ್ಲಿ ನನಗೂ ಈ ಶರೀರಕ್ಕೂ ಈ ದೇಹಕ್ಕೂ ಯಾವ ಸಂಬಂಧವೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಈ ಶರೀರದ ಧರ್ಮಗಳು, ಅವುಗಳಿಗೂ ಸಹ ಶರೀರ ಧರ್ಮಕ್ಕೂ ನನಗೂ ಯಾವ ಸಂಬಂಧವೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಶರೀರ ಅನುಭವಿಸ್ತಕ್ಕ, ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ ಹಾಗೆ, ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋ ಹಾಗೆ, ಈ ಶರೀರಕ್ಕೆ 3 ಧರ್ಮ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ: ಜಾಗೃತಾವಸ್ಥೆ, ಸ್ವಪ್ನಾವಸ್ಥೆ, ನಿದ್ರಾವಸ್ಥೆ. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬ ಜೀವಿ, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬ ಮಾನವ ಈ 3ನ್ನು ಅನುಭವಿಸ್ತಾನಲ್ಲ. ಎಚ್ಚರದ ಅವಸ್ಥೆ, ಕನಸು ಕಾಣುವ ಅವಸ್ಥೆ, ಗಾಢ ನಿದ್ದೆಯ ಮೊದಲಿನ ನಿದ್ದೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕನಸುಗಳು ಬೀಳುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಸ್ವಪ್ನಾವಸ್ಥೆ, ಕನಸಿನ ಪ್ರಪಂಚ, ತನಿ ನಿದ್ರೆ, ಮತ್ತು ಗಾಢ ನಿದ್ರೆ, ಸುಷುಪ್ತಿ. ನಾನು ಈ ದೇಹವೇ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ, ನನಗೂ ದೇಹಕ್ಕೂ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ, ಈ ಜಾಗೃತಾವಸ್ಥೆ, ಸ್ವಪ್ನಾವಸ್ಥೆ ಮತ್ತು ಸುಷುಪ್ತಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿದ್ರಾವಸ್ಥೆ, ಅವುಗಳಿಗೂ ನನಗೂ ಏನು ಸಂಬಂಧ? ಏನು ಸಂಬಂಧ? ಅವು ದೇಹದ ಧರ್ಮ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ನಾನಲ್ವಲ್ಲ. ದೇಹದ ಧರ್ಮ ಆದ್ರಿಂದ ದೇಹ ತನ್ನ ಧರ್ಮವನ್ನು ಪಾಲಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಈ ಶರೀರ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ನಾನು ಕೇವಲ ಸಾಕ್ಷಿ ಚೈತನ್ಯನಾಗಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ನನಗೂ ಈ ದೇಹಕ್ಕೂ ನೀವು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡ ಹಾಗೆ ಯಾವ ಸಂಬಂಧವೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. A very simple short verse, 2 lines, but profound meaning. The disciple tells, "Na me dehena sambandho megheneva vihayasah, megheneva vihayasah, atah kuto me tadharma, atah kutah me tadharma, atah kutah, where is it? Question mark. Atah kuto me tadharma, jagrat swapna sushuptayah." There are various types of clouds in the sky. Sky is vast, infinite, limitless. Nabhomandala, Antariksha. The clouds we can see in the sky. The white clouds, dark clouds, emanating and moving all the time. But in reality, clouds, they may appear in the sky as if they're connected with the sky. But in reality, sky is not associated. Sky is not connected with clouds. You know that very well. It is an empty space. Clouds are floating. In fact, what we call sky, the space, is so vast and limitless. It encompasses the whole universe. All the stars, billions and billions and billions of stars and their associated planets, they're all revolving and floating, revolving and moving in this vast space called the space itself. Universal space, what we call in our language sky. In our local sense, we call it sky. What is sky? Limitless space. So it has nothing to do with the clouds. Disciple is giving that. Clouds are there, but nothing connected with the sky itself. Sky is vast, not associated. It is not covered, not connected with this cloud. So just like that, I am not connected to this body. With what you consider me as this body, when you look at me, I am not connected with the body, just like the sky is not connected with the clouds. No more I am connected with the body, physical body, sthula sharira, and also sukshma sharira, and also karana sharira. So, no more I am this body, mind, karma. I am not connected at all. Atak kutomi tad dharma jagrat swapna sushuktayah. So when I am not connected with the body, I am pure eternal consciousness, Parama Chaitanya. I am only a witness. Everlasting, ever present, immortal, without birth, without death, never changing. I am a witness. I am that Chaitanya. So when I am not the body, I am a Parama Chaitanya. I am that supreme, superlative Atma Swarupa, Parabrahma Swarupa. Atma and Parabrahma are one and the same. I am that Atma or I am that Paramatma. So when I am not connected with the body, how can the attributes of the body affect me? The body performs its functions through its organs. Through the sensory organs, it receives the inputs, and the motor organs, it will perform the function. Body performs, body reacts in the world. See, the five senses are there, eyes are there, ears are there, tongue is there, nose is there, skin is there. They all receive stimuli. They perceive the information. They perceive the experience. Accordingly, eye will see, the ear will hear, nose will smell, tongue will taste, skin will touch, all those. And accordingly, the organs of the function, karmendriya, perform their functions. The hands, the feet, the mouth, upastha, buddha, all they perform their own functions, allotted functions. What to do with me? I have nothing to do with the body attributes. These body functions. No way I am connected. No way I am. So when I am not connected with the body attributes, so where is the question of the connection of this waking state, dream state, and deep sleep state? When I am not the body itself, how the qualities of waking state, dream state, deep sleep state, Jagratavastha, Swapnavastha, and Sushuptavastha will affect me. Kuto me tad dharma Jagrata Swapna Sushuptaya. How are these qualities, attributes of the body will affect me? I am beyond all these things. When I am not connected with the body, I don't experience waking state as you think, nor I experience dream state as you think. You means the others, onlookers. I don't even experience deep. I am all the time same. In all the three states of the body, I remain as the eternal witness. I remain as pure consciousness. I remain eternal consciousness in the waking state without change. I remain same consciousness in the dream state without change. I remain the same consciousness in the deep sleep state without change. So with this Guru Sankalpa, I am stopping here at the shloka number 499 today. Sri Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama 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 Hari Om Tat Satvam Namo Bhagavate Virajeshwara.
Dhanyawad, sir. Thank you for answering the question for our mundane observers and sadhaks who are in various paths. It is very inspiring. Thank you, sir.
I leave it to their good judgment. Hari Om.
Yes.